Humans are hot, paper targets are not.
Anyway, so this is the problem. That's why we made thermal targets. We're back at the range again. We read your comments and you had some suggestions, and we're going to test them out today. We have the aluminum tape, thermal blanket, metal target, and then some regular paper. And we'll see which ones give off the best heat signature for using your thermals. And the last one is something I'm testing out. So there's a hole in here, there's a contained box, and down here there's hand warmers, and it heats up the air in the box and keeps this warm. So we're shooting this way and we're not shooting at the hand warmers itself. So for the first one, we'll use the thermal blanket. This doesn't give off heat, but it's we can see the reflection through the thermal. We're going to see how this works. Next, we're going to use the aluminum tape. This also came up in the comments. Some of you guys said this is the easiest way. Haven't tried this. We'll see what it's going to look like. And to compare with the targets we made in the first video, I'm going to use the heating pad as well. And let's go shoot. Now we're going to shoot at the targets. We're going to see how they compare. First up is the heating pad right there. Next is the thermal blanket, black square. Right now we're using red hot. That's the metal target. The sand is background. And that is the aluminum tape. Let's go check it out. This one, as you saw, had the best visibility. I have the hits right here. This one, to my surprise, was the second best. I thought the aluminum tape is going to be better. So 2 hits right here. Metal, it's easy to see, depends on the background. And this one, you could see it, but not too well. Now we're running the thermal in black hot. It's supposed to look more photorealistic. Let's take a look. Very distinguishable. That's the thermal blanket. Metal, still not very well visible. That's the aluminum tape. And finally, this is the homemade target with the hand warmer, with the cutout box. Cut it in the shape of a triangle. Very, very good target, to be honest. Proud of myself. We attached some heating pads on the back of the metal target and see if that helps it a little bit. This is what it looks like. So I put one heating pad on the back of the head and one behind the torso. As you can see, the head is already black hot. This way, with using a DMR, where we just put one MRE heater, we taped it to the back of the steel target, and it kept the target really well visible up to 700 meters. So one way you can use the metal targets if you need more contrast. Now we're using night vision with Cherry C5. It's very good for identifying heat signatures. You can walk around using the night vision devices, and then you can identify the heat signatures, as you can see right there. Second one. But as you see, not great detail. Good for identifying, not so much for detail. But you can take the shots if you know for sure. So for longer distances, where the night vision isn't as good to identify details, you can have the thermal to identify the target and engage from a longer distance. And in the ideal world, you also have a fusion device on your night vision. So when you're walking around and scanning, you can see a heat signature flip up the nodes, and then identify with the thermal on your rifle. And next we're gonna test it out with a thermal target. So we're moving that way. I identify a thermal target with my night vision. I flip it up and I can identify it a lot better with the dedicated thermal, and engage. We're at 100 meters. If you don't make thermal targets, this is what you might see, which is barely anything. So this should be the outline of the target, and I'm gonna try and take a shot at it and see where we're gonna hit. Not even close. Anyway, so this is the problem. That's why we made thermal targets. We had several guys saying that just shoot steel targets. Maybe it works for you guys in the States, shooting in the desert, wherever. You can see the steel target really well. As you can see here, we have snow, it's cold. It just doesn't work. The metal target is going to be really cold. The background is going to be cold. You can only see slight outline. That's why we make thermal targets. So all in all, the best thermal target are the hand warmers and the heating pads. They give off really good heat signature. And the second best is the thermal blanket. Actually surprised me. A small square of thermal blanket is well visible. Not sure how it does in long distance. Thank you for watching, and this is my OnlyFans. Follow us to see more content.